This is big breaking emergency news. It is Thursday, August 22nd, and there is now a urgent manhunt happening for a Trump assassin. This is happening right now inside the United States. This is happening in Arizona, where Trump is in right now. Trump is expected to hold a rally in Arizona today, and federal and local authorities are on a emergency urgent manhunt is happening right now, and they're looking for this guy because they are worried that he is going to potentially try to assassinate Donald Trump at his rally at the border today, right? So this is a urgent matter. Really quick, guys, let's get into the details here, but please just hit that like, hit that subscribe. I'm posting multiple videos a day, keeping you guys updated, and it helps to get these warnings out, right? There's a manhunt going on right now for this guy, and people need to be on the lookout, all right? I'm going to show his picture for you guys and give you his name and everything, all right? This is the alleged suspect that everyone's looking for, all right? FBI, Arizona authorities, there's a major manhunt going on right now. His name is Ronald Lee Syrvud, right? Not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but he is 66 years old, and the Cochise County Sheriff's Office is urgently looking for this guy in Arizona because they are worried that he is going to pop up today at this Trump rally and try to perform some type of assassination, allegedly. All right, that's what's being reported by authorities right now, and there's a urgent manhunt underway in Arizona and the surrounding areas as well, because this guy could be hightailing it out of there, right? He has connections to Wisconsin, has warrants there. This guy has warrants all over the country, and he is kind of loose. He's kind of slippery. He could be making his way out of the state or even out of the country. The Cochise County is right along the border here, right? So he could be even dipping out to Mexico. This could turn into an international manhunt, all right? So here is the details. It says urgent manhunt for Arizona suspect who threatened to assassinate Trump during his visit at the border today, all right, Thursday. It says Arizona authorities have launched an urgent manhunt for a suspect who allegedly threatened to get Donald Trump. Ronald Lee Syrvud, 66, is wanted in connection with this assassination plot. All right. And police said that Syrvud has several other warrants out for his arrest on separate charges, including for a DUI and failure to appear in court in Wisconsin, and for a failure to register as a sex offender and felony hit and run in Arizona, right? So this guy's got a lot of stuff going on in multiple different states, and now he came up on the police radar for this assassination plot, right? And he could be hightailing it out of the country, or he could be hiding somewhere waiting to still do this, and he's just gonna go big and do it, all right? So this is a urgent manhunt. Share this video, share these pictures, share these reports, right? Because the police are looking for this guy right now, and the more people that see his face, the easier it's going to be to identify him, right? You see this guy, you need to call the police right away, especially if you're in Arizona, and maybe take action yourself if you want to do that, all right? I'm not recommending anyone do that, but this is serious, all right? It says, after what we've already seen, all right, there's been so many things, and on both sides of the aisle, we don't want any of this happening. We do not want political violence. We do not want any of these assassination attempts or anything like this on both sides, because that's destabilization for our country. That's playing into destabilizing America and collapsing it even quicker. We don't want that. And these are the things that happen in third world countries, right? Banana republic countries, destabilized countries. these are the events that happen, all right? And we don't want our country to slip into that chaos, all right? Let's get into more details here, all right? It says the planned attempt on Trump's life is allegedly intended for his trip to the border to Sierra Vista, in a spot where his campaign has already traveled to. It says Trump's running mate J.D. Vance toured Sierra Vista 3 weeks ago, where he highlighted security concerns in the mountainous region and branded it a, quote, smuggler's paradise. Right? So this is a very isolated region of the country and very out in the middle of nowhere. Okay, Cochise County, you can just kind of like do whatever you want. There's no building codes. It's just Wild West out there, essentially. You can live in a hut out there. You can live in your RV. You can build a adobe home. Right? There's a lot of things that you can do out there. Kind of the Wild West, and it's right on the border as well too. So this event would probably be kind of out in the open, right? If Trump was doing any of this, doing any speeches here, it probably wouldn't have been a major campaign rally, right? It probably just would have been like a speaking event, a local speaking event with police officers, right? Law enforcement standing by. So this could have been a vulnerable spot for this attack to happen. All right, that's my point I'm trying to make here. And J.D. Vance was just here 3 weeks ago. All right, security might have been lower in this area because it's kind of in the middle of nowhere. It's not in town. They kind of think nobody's around. Nothing's really happening here. So security would be a little bit lighter. All right, they have a picture of J.D. Vance here when he was here a few weeks ago, and the security presence looks extremely thin and light. All right, and it says Arizona officials said they believe Syrvud is at large in the border region and are urgently attempting to locate him ahead of Trump's visit. It says Syrvud. This guy has a weird last name. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Is described. It's Syrvud. I've never seen it before. Is described as 6 feet tall, 220 pounds, and wearing glasses, and his last known address is listed in Benson, Arizona. It says ahead of his trip to the area, Trump said on Truth Social on Wednesday that he would be addressing the, quote, plague of migrant crime that so-called border czar, Comrade Kamala Harris, has unleashed on America. Right, and says they've reached out for contact to the Trump campaign but have not had any responses, right? And it says when Vance toured Sierra Vista 3 weeks ago, he called Vice President Harris a, quote, failed border czar and blamed her for the migrant crisis, right? And he also highlighted security concerns, calling it a, quote, smuggler's paradise. So there could be multiple things going on here. Even these criminal organizations on the border, they're a security risk as well too, all right? They could potentially coordinate some type of attack or event or ambush or things like that. They run essentially a lot of these corridors, right? And sorry if you're hearing any helicopters over right now. They got them out right now. Choppers are out, right? Military's out. They're flying low. And there's a lot of activity going on, right? Everyone from multiple different levels of government are on high alert right now, right? There's a lot of things going on overseas and things going on domestically here too, right? So urgent manhunt happening right now, right? Be on the lookout for this guy if you see him. He wears glasses. He has a big handlebar mustache, okay? White hair, and he has a earring on his left ear, it looks like. So if you see this guy matching these traits here, right, in this area, be on high alert. Be on red alert. He might be going all in, right? He might be armed and dangerous and ready to go out, especially once he realizes that people are onto him, right? He might just go out with a blaze of glory. Older guy, he might just say, this is it. This is going to be his big thing. Let's hope this doesn't happen. I'm just giving you criminal psychology here. He could be thinking, look, I'm a little bit older guy. Maybe this is his big thing. He thinks this is his time to shine, to do something big. All right, let's hope that's not what's happening. But let's hope they find this guy. Authorities are on high alert and searching for this guy. All out manhunt. So thank you guys. Please hit it up for me down there. It helps to get this warning out. This is a live situation. All right, I'm recording this video at 2:30 p.m. on Thursday. All right, this is currently happening, and the Trump rally might even be canceled. Okay, it might be canceled later in the evening. I will give you guys updates on if they catch this guy or find him. But think of all the different things that have happened too. Okay, the plane emergency. Trump had a plane emergency as well just a week or two ago. You remember that emergency landing? A mechanical malfunction was happening, right? The assassination attempt in Pennsylvania. And then there was also an emergency plane landing as well of J.D. Vance's plane. And that happened just a few days ago, maybe a week ago now as well. And they were saying it was due to a door malfunction, like the door wasn't closed all the way or something along those lines. It was not properly sealed and closed, right? So what's going on? Is there some type of sabotage happening here? Okay, we keep getting these like veiled threats and these veiled messages, right? Helicopters are flying over again, right? I'm telling you, they're going crazy today. And everyone's on high alert, right? We keep getting these veiled threats, veiled messages. Is that what's going on here? Right, so make sure you guys are getting ready, getting prepared. If something like this ever did happen, God forbid, we could see chaos, political instability on either side of the spectrum, right? We don't want this to happen to anyone. We could see chaos in the aftermath, all right? Panic buying, constitutional crisis, election potentially being delayed or canceled or something like that. I'm not saying that's happening, but maybe this could happen if any of these big events did rock our elections. All right, we keep getting like this close. It feels like a hair, like we keep getting so close to these events, and everyone needs to be ready. All right, so thank you guys. Hope you are getting prepped, getting your pantry stocked up, your tanks filled. All right, I just filled up my gas tank. Keep these things filled up in my truck. Keep your gas tanks filled up, your red tanks, all right, for your generator. Keep your water tanks. I just filled out my water tank too the past couple weeks, or cleaned it out, sorry. I dumped a bunch of bleach in there, killed everything off, cleaned it out really good, and filled it back up. All right, I do that every couple months because it gets nasty. All right, if it's just sitting there and we're not cycling it, we're not really using the tank right now, but I like to keep it full for emergency storage, right? So thank you guys. Hope you have big blessings for your life, your family, and I hope you have a big old blessed day.